Hey, welcome back. In this video, we will discuss how we can iterate over the list in Python. Okay, so to iterate over a list, what we can use a for loop or a while loop. We will discuss both of them. Okay, so we have this variable called fruits list. So let's rename that to fruits only. Okay, so something like that. So this is good. Now, what we can do something like for, then we can do something like if or fruit. Okay, in fruits. Okay, and we can just print the fruit. All right, so if I just run the program right now, as you can see, we are getting all of the fruits one by one: apple, banana, cherry, and so on and so forth. So in this way, we can iterate over the list in Python by using the for loop. Okay, all right. So now let's loop through the index numbers. Okay, so how we can do that? We have used the len function, right? And also we are familiar with the range as well. So what we can do for, let's do idx, okay, something like that. Or let's do something like fruit in, then range of len of fruit or fruits, okay? All right, and then we can do print, and then what we can do fruits of that particular fruit. So for this example, what I can do, I can just do something like, okay, something like this, but this is the index. Okay, we are getting an index because we are using the range function here. So what I can do, I can just do f2, so idx, okay, index. All right, so now if I just run the program, as you can see, we are getting all of the elements once again. So I'll just comment out this one. I will run the program once again. As you can see, we are getting all of the fruits once again. But right now, what we are doing, we are using the index. Okay, so we are using the index for that. All right, so this is how we can loop through the list in Python. Okay, once again, I can just comment out this one. And now let's see what we can do. So if I just uncomment this one, we can do some sort of a thing as well. So let's do times 10, okay? Just for fun. So if I just run the program right now, as you can see, we are getting 10 times apple, 10 times banana, cherry, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we can do a bunch of things going on here. All right, so this is how we can use a for loop to iterate over all of the elements inside of a list in Python. Okay, so I'll just get rid of this one. Okay, now we can do the same by using a while loop as well. So if we want to iterate over all of the elements or the items of this fruits list, how we can do that? First of all, here we have to declare an index. So idx equals to, it will start from 0 because the list index start from 0. Okay, now we will do while, and idx, which is less than the length of the list. Okay, so in our case, fruits. So once again, one more thing I want to point out here is that this idx is less than the length. Why is that? Why not less than or equals to? Okay, because the length of this fruits array will be an integer, and that will be starting from 1, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the length will be 7, but the index should be 6 at maximum, right? That is why we are using only the less than, not less than or equals to. Okay, all right. Now what I can do, I can just print something like the fruits of this index. Once again, do not forget to update the index. So idx plus equals to 1. Okay, all right. If I just run the program, once again, we are getting all of the fruits here. Okay, Some other thing which we can do here currently right now is something like an if string. Okay, and here we can add the idx, and then for each of the index, which fruit it is. So let's do the thing like fruit or fruits of that particular idx or the index. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So we have seen this one when we want to access the element of the list. Okay, so 0 apple and so on and so forth, 6 mango. Okay, so how we can do the similar thing with the for loop as well. So we have learned about the enumerate function, right? So what we can do something similar as well. So I will just comment out this one. So we want to do the same thing with a for loop. So how we can do that? So we can do for idx and fruit in enumerate of the fruits. Okay, and here we can just print the if string once again, idx colon and then the fruit. Okay, all right, so I'll add a space here. Okay, so if I just run the program, as you can see, we are getting the same thing here. So 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and so on, not the 7 but 0 to 6, and the sixth element is the mango. Okay, awesome. So this is how we can iterate over the elements or the items of a list in Python. Okay, also one of the other things which we are not discussing right now is that the list comprehension. We can do the similar things by using a list comprehension as well, which we will see in the upcoming videos. Okay, awesome.